You know he's gonna end up falling asleep. Here. He's gonna go to sleep. Welcome to Still Doing Happy Hour.
Welcome to the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got Hayes. Holla.
Yup. I'm here. Dude, did you just post something to YouTube? Because it just popped up on my phone. Are we live right now?
We are live and yeah, we're public. Let me change that real quick.
Dude, why? No, leave it public. Let's see if we get anybody to jump in here.
All right, we'll leave it public.
That's crazy.
I didn't know it would do that. So I guess our 12 subscribers just got a notification. Hayes being one of them.
I did.
Very nice.
I wouldn't be. What kind of fan would I be if I wasn't subscribed to our own thing? It's like Mr. Beast, Mr. Little Friends not being subscribed to Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, Little Friends.
Whatever they're called.
Minions.
I'm sorry. Welcome, Mason.
Welcome. Episode 98. 98 weeks we've been doing this podcast. We had quite a big dip over the last 3 episodes. I think people are waiting until we get some guests back on. And you're in luck because we got one for next week and hopefully the week after because we're trying to do 2 a month. So next 2 weeks, we should have some guests. I already got one lined up. He'll be in one of those 2 slots. I don't know which one, but it's a place I went to. Well, we'll talk about it throughout the podcast. But
can we also say there's hardly anything going on related to sneakers right now? There's nothing.
Yeah.
This is like the deadest period of all time. I was telling Mason before we got on here is that usually, I have a deck of slides and I send them to him. And there wasn't one. I went back and looked at my gallery. And there was like not one thing that I was even interested in to the point of sending a slide.
Yeah.
How about that?
I made a few. Tried to get some of the stuff. It's not all brand new, but there's a new brand that we've never talked about. I don't think it's a new brand by any means, but it's a shoe brand that we've never talked about that I've been seeing a lot more lately. And maybe I was just oblivious to them before. Definitely could have been. But, I guess, well, let's just jump inside the box. We can handle everything else before.
Oh, follow the stuff. Follow the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram at Still Drippin' TM. Follow us on
subscribe
YouTube.
On
yep,
Whatnot.
Subscribe.
We're on Whatnot. Do Whatnot.
We're not on Whatnot. Not right now.
Leave a bad review and make it funny.
We'll see if somebody pops in to live view and comment.
Here's what
that would be lovely. If we had some comments going.
We haven't had any controversy. Maybe I just need to come up with some just blanket controversial statement. And is that what we need? Do I need to?
Yeah, this will be our public viewing dry run. I just want to see if anybody pops in, but let's advertise it next time. We're going to go fully public. This was an accident. Welcome to the pod, Landon Parrish, LP. What's up?
What's up?
Episode 98. Welcome.
Good to see you, Mason. Glad you're here, man.
We've had some drama recently in the chat from Hayes and Landon. So really, I don't even know if there's drama.
Whoa.
It's just
no. There's no Hayes.
Landon.
There's Landon.
Landon likes to hold a grudge. So
Mason, we'll see. I can't believe you're holding it down by yourself tonight. I mean, major props.
It's because I got a camo hat on. It's because that's why.
Landon, I'm glad you jumped in because there's a brand that we've never talked about on the podcast, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So we're about to jump inside the box right now, actually. So also, Landon,
are we live?
We're public and we're live.
What?
We didn't know.
How do I share the link? What link do I share? I'm going to send it out to some people. We got to get audience.
Hayes, can you put the link in our thing?
I have no idea how to do that.
That's not a
Come on.
surprise.
This was an accident, Landon. We would have probably publicized it if we were going to actually do live, but here we go.
He was doing the intro, and I got a notification, and that's how I knew we were live.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it for sure to Landry, and he will for sure jump on and watch this.
All right.
You're right.
I'm posting it in the pod doc.
The pod doc. Is
tell-
this recording and live at the same time?
Correct.
Can we just send it through the Instagram so Mike Bourbon will
That's
jump
smart.
on?
Do
Yeah,
it.
it's in the pod doc. So if you wanna do that,
Landon,
and
you
I'm-
never post anything on our Instagram. Do you know how to do that?
All right, I'm checking the doc now.
it's the YouTube link. Click on it to make sure it goes to the right spot.
That's what she said.
So
Gonna get me in
stupid.
trouble.
All right. Let's go inside the box while we're waiting on that.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
All right, inside the box. This is the first one I had up. I'm just going to flash it up here for you. This is a LeBron 7, I think. The best LeBron, in my opinion. This and the 20. For Florida A&M, the Rattlers, I believe, that we saw this and a green colorway come out. And the green colorway, I think, is friends and family only. But our friend at free agency, Brian, he was able to get his hands on a pair, I believe. It may have been through StockX or some other way, but I know he's got crazy connections, so he got a pair of the green ones. But what do you guys think of these Florida A&M LeBrons?
I mean, my first observation is that it's suede.
Yeah.
On the toe box here, and
You don't like
so
suede?
I don't like that suede. Yeah, this is a hard pass for me.
I think they're kind of dope, if I'm being honest. But I love the 7. I love the green ones. The green
Yeah,
ones.
I don't love the 7.
all
This is a surprise to me that you love the 7 so much.
Really?
Yeah.
This is, to me, this is like the best LeBron model before. Well, even better than the 20 for me, probably. It's got the air unit. I mean, it's this one and the 9 I like, and the 20.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that I like. But if you don't know, Florida A&M, they're the only school, I think, that are LeBron is on, like the LeBron logos on their jerseys and everything. So they're a LeBron school. Like you have Jordan schools and Nike schools. It's a LeBron only school. So
And that's the
kinda dope.
only LeBron only school.
I
is
think
Florida.
so as of right now. Yeah. I'm sure there's some high schools out there that probably are LeBron only, but AAU teams. But in terms of college, I think that's it. So I guess, Landon, any thoughts on that one, or you just want to skip on past?
I don't know what that brief stint of silence was, but I liked your feedback, Mason. I just sent the YouTube link to Landry, and the thumbnail screenshotted me, and it looks like I'm picking my nose. So that's great.
Oh, it does. look like that.
Those LeBrons are great. They're fine. One of my buddies in my sneaker group, Brandon, who I invited, who turned us down, who has trash opinions on shoes, loves this model. And I'm just like, bro, are you gonna hoop in those? And he's like, no. Like, then what are you gonna do with them? That's a hoop shoe. That's not it. That looks ridiculous with a pair of jeans. Like, you don't wear those in public. Like, even though they're suede too, it's a performance shoe. And it's trash.
Wow. Jeez, that.
I mean, I largely
that's rough.
agree, and so I'm not allowed to speak to him. But I mean, can you tell
right.
tell everybody what made Mason? Will you ask him why is he so offended by me?
Yeah, Landon, why are you upset with? I won't even say his name for you, but why are you so upset with the other box in this?
I'm not upset with
triumvirate?
anybody. Who are you talking about?
All right, this might just go on the whole podcast. We'll see. Grudges are strong in with a
That's water under the
fractured
bridge, my
family
friend.
right here.
Water under the
All right.
bridge.
What do we
Oh my
think about these?
gosh. Oh my gosh.
If you're not on YouTube, we're looking at Nike's newest slides that they came out with. Came out with a peach sand colorway, and then a black colorway, and a white colorway. If you are not looking, it's different bottom than the Yeezy slide, but everything else is exactly a Yeezy slide with a swoosh on it. The bottom looks kind of like a Air Force One bottom.
That's what I was going to say. It's 100% an Air Force One bottom with a
Yeah.
Yeezy on the top
with the Yeezy on the
and a
top.
swoosh.
Yeah, Landon, you already started a little bit in on this, so please go unfiltered for us. You're muted.
Honestly, these are low key fire. I love
Oh my
these. Like if the Yeezy slide had never happened and these came out, everyone would be praising these. And yes, it's a complete bootleg off of a slide, but that season is open. Like Kanye is done. Like he's probably never going to put anything productive out into the universe again. And people are just having a heyday.
Wow.
People are going to town on his designs. And yeah, but that's his whole like ethos, is like he said he wants to be like the designer of the stoplight. No one knows who designed or made the stoplight, but it makes a major impact on everyone's life every day. And that's what his design is doing right now. It is transcended brands. And so honestly, shout out to Ye, shout out to Nike. Everyone's doing it now. And I think these are well executed. I think these are better executed than the slide, the Yeezy slide.
I got 2 points on what you said. One, I think Kanye totally stole that from Virgil of, letting people rip off their stuff. That's just my opinion. 2, it's ironic, though, because it is the time for bootlegging. And over the past 6 months, we've seen Nike go after every single person who has tried to bootleg their stuff. And so, yes, they're not going to get in trouble for copywriting over this because they changed enough of it. But goodness, like they've gone after John Geiger. They've gone after, what is it? Cool KIY. What, I don't know how to say that. His kicks with the lightning bolt and everybody else. So I don't know. Nike, just stop. If you're going to do this and you're going to put out a bunch of stuff that looks exactly like all the stuff that New Balance has been putting out, quit dragging people to the courtroom for some BS lawsuit over your copyrights when you're just going to put out a Yeezy slide with an Air Force bottom on it. I mean, come on. We all know where this came from. I think I posted it earlier in the week. So it's a copycat world out there. But Hayes, anything to add on these?
Rules for thee, not for me. That's what this says. Is we can do what we want. You guys can't because you're peasants. You don't have enough money. But we can do what we want. They look like something that you could easily order off Amazon and get them the next day. And I don't mean that as all negative. I wouldn't want. I'm not going to wear these.
Speaking of that, going back to your story a few weeks ago about ordering on Amazon, how do we feel about women? This is probably going to get us canceled.
Here we go.
How do we feel about
well,
women?
Put us back up on the screen. Put us back on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Women wearing Hey Dudes.
Women?
Kind of weird, right? Yeah, I saw this the other day. I thought, let me make a mental note. So I'm glad you said that.
Are you sure they're women?
Can't ever be sure now.
My hate for Hey Dudes transcends gender.
I agree.
Like it's gender neutral. I don't care, man, woman, child, whatever. Don't wear those. Don't put those on your feet. Like you're gonna look like a clown either way.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder if this person that I saw, I don't know anything about them, but are they wearing them because they say dude on them? It's like the irony. Maybe. I don't know.
Did you see a woman wearing Hey Dudes? I've never
Yeah.
seen that before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In a store, in public.
Pray for her.
Crazy.
Prayers up.
It's crazy times out here. I agree, though. Hey Dudes shouldn't be on anybody's feet. So
I'm really filtering a lot of information. Lots of things I'm not saying.
all right. This is probably the best news that we have. And we got
That
some.
Hayes is not saying anything. That is the
Because
best news
this
we've
is-
heard all day.
This is there's so little to talk about because this point of this top of our subject matter sucks right now. That's
Yeah.
Just go in. Go in. Let's
Yeah.
go in. Let's do it.
This is
Unhinged.
the worst time to be a sneaker fan. It
It's
is the
okay.
worst time.
Nike is going to bring us back. They're going to start on Air Max Day this year, which is where we get this next picture. The Air Max 1 with the giant air bubble is coming out. So this was, I think, the original design was the big bubble. Landon, you might know more about this. The original design, and they released some of them, but I think the bubble was too big and started popping. And so they minimized it down and went to the common one that we see every day now, this smaller bubble. But they are bringing out I guess it's Air Max 186 big bubble for Air Max Day this year. That's 3/26. Is that right? Is that Air Max Day?
Yeah.
Should know that off the top of my head. But what do you guys think about the big bubble?
Love it. Awesome.
These are
It's
awesome.
an ode to Tinker Hatfield's original version of the sneaker, designed in '86. The bubble, to your point, it was susceptible to cracking under pressure and other kind of issues that came up during testing, and so they had to shrink it, and it never. The original prototype, this is the prototype, never hit the stores, and so it's pretty cool to see that technology has come far enough now that a prototype then that could not be released can be released now. It's pretty cool.
Is this a green? Is this a hint of green inside there too?
That's what it looks like. This is just the sample pair. I think this is a screen grab from it's one of the Nike Talk things that they do on sneakers. It's just a screen grab from there. They showed these, I think maybe
Dude, Nike
last Air
Talk,
Max Day.
that guy is so mid. The guy that kind of looks like me might be the most vanilla bland person I've ever seen in my life. How did he get that job? How? I could do that. I could do what he's doing. I don't even want to know how much he's making just to be a simp on Nike videos. Are you serious?
An influencer. We're influencers.
Yeah, he's an influencer.
Why can't we be doing that job? These are a must-have. These are absolutely sick. Everything about this
must-have?
shoe.
Hayes
This
Holland is going for this shoe.
Yes, Hayes Holland is going for this shoe.
Okay,
This is a must. This is
I
a
agree.
regular rotation.
This is a
shoe.
fire shoe. I agree.
I'll
I
be
wonder what
honest.
the
I'm
price
not a
point
fan.
is going to be.
Not a
You're
fan
not-
at all.
Oh my gosh.
The big bubble
you're-
throws me off, man.
If
It
you're
looks
playing
like
the
it's
drinking
Skechers.
game, I think Landon just did a 180 because Hayes liked it.
I'm 100% sure he did that.
So you can take a drink. Landon's taking a drink right now. That's not water, by the way. All right. Yep. So last time, if you're on YouTube, you can see our comparison picture. You can see how small that bubble looks now. Yeah. When you look at it, it kind of messes with your brain when you look at one of them over the other for too long.
It looks like
Oh, yes. I love this next slide.
one of those rip-off Air Maxes that you see at the outlet stores. Do you know what
Some
I'm talking
Shaqs.
about?
It looks like some
Right.
Shaq Air Max ones.
And just like the toe box is like, even the toe box is inflated.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
it's got
different.
a wide body kit on it or something.
Hayes, say what you got to
I
say.
don't have anything to say.
All right. So I teased this earlier, a brand that we have never talked about on the podcast, but I've been seeing them a lot lately. Is this brand called Solomon?
We
And
here for it,
here's-
baby.
Here's
Yeah.
some pictures.
Get outdoors, baby. We here
Yeah.
for it.
Very
Love it.
hiking-esque outdoor shoes. They have a lot of different stuff. They have collabs, just like any other brand. A bunch of really cool stuff. But But Landon, tell me what you know about this. I had to look them up. So
Yes,
what
Salomon
do you
started
know about
as
Salomon?
they started as a cross trekker kind of water shoe. That was their, and they came out, I want to say like in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, hit the market strong. Had one their I forget their kind of their niche was the water shoe, and I have a special place in my heart. I'm a kayaker, and you'll see the drawstring. They trademarked that and made it easy. It's a shoe that you can easily tighten up, has nice grip, and you can go anywhere from water to land, sea to air. It takes you everywhere, and I'm just so excited that they're finally getting the praise in the limelight that they deserve, because it's a historic brand, and they went from just sitting on the shelves of REI to, I mean, they're probably sitting in boutique stores now. So it's pretty crazy to see. And this is why I'll never give On Cloud their roses, or their flowers, whatever you want to say. Because On Cloud is just a lazy interpretation of a Salomon shoe.
All right, Hayes, you couldn't keep your composure through that, so I want to give you the floor. What?
I can't
What-
tell if this is real. I feel like this is just setting me up to get upset, or he told you to let's talk about Solomon before this.
No, I've been hearing
No,
about
this
him
is
like
this
a
is
ton.
this is BS. This is Hoka. I don't know why Landon knows that much about Solomon, or why. I don't know why you decided to put this picture. I feel like it's because you're trolling me, and you really,
Trolling you.
yeah. This is a troll.
Salomon has been around way longer than Hoka.
Do you own any of
Hoka
these shoes,
is a-
Landon? Do
Hoka
you
is a
have any of these?
completely
Landon, do you have
different
any of these
market.
shoes? Do you have any of these shoes?
I don't, but I appreciate the brand and what they've done to push sneaker
Society,
culture and technology forward.
culture. They've
And
pushed technology and culture forward. You said these guys.
Yeah.
This is a setup. You're setting me up.
they've
This
done
is
something
bull
that
crap. This isn't real.
They've had collabs with how do you say it? Mason Margiela,
Oh wow.
Comme des Garçons.
big time.
I
And look at
mean,
those earthy tones. Look at those like that is
I'm
that
done.
is
Can
art.
we just move on
That
to
is
the
art.
different
Palace,
Skip this.
Palace.
Oh,
Palace,
there's
yep.
one. Yeah, got it. This is.
I mean,
sus-
this is a
setup.
shoe-
This is
This
a
is a
setup.
shoe that inspires lifestyle, that inspires and invigorates people to go out and
Be a
enjoy the
trans.
outdoors.
Here, you want to? If you're considering transitioning, check out Solomon. They're perfect for a tranny foot. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think he's saying that at all. Landon had some pretty good history. This brand actually started in 1947, so it's been around a
Wow.
long time. But I'm sure it was probably only in Europe back then, and now they are owned by Anta Sports out of
That
China.
makes so much sense. Of course, it's China.
But no, it's I guess it's a brand from France.
Do you feel like they probably run the same sweatshops as Nike in China?
I don't know.
This
I
looks like
mean-
it's made at the same place that the Air Max 95 was made. I bet it was.
I will say, I don't like this design of this shoe, but I have seen some that are okay, and I do think the quality of shoe is much higher than.
Oh,
Then
How
this
much
thing
do
will
these guys
this
cost?
thing
How much
will-
do these guys
will
cost?
stand
I have no idea.
an atomic bomb. These things are ageless.
Oh, did I
This
freeze
cannot
up?
be real. This isn't. No, this is not real.
And the price point is solid. I mean, it's a premium shoe, but I guarantee you this is cheaper than Air Max 97.
You think
And you get so much more life out of these shoes.
this is not real? This is how bad
Can
it
you-
is. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is episode 98 is the episode that we went downhill. We lost all of our momentum because this damn slide and this beep shoe. Great job. Great job.
Look at
doing
look at
that.
the hit of the orange in the midsole.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Just shut up and move on. This is so stupid.
I think Mason
You're
just
full of
dropped.
crap. You are full of crap. This is not real. You just wanted to get on my nerves. That's why we're doing this slide right here.
So I don't know where Mason
Just-
went.
oh,
but
it's just me. I love you. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt your feelings or offended you.
did we just go offline? Where'd Mason go?
Are you
Well,
hearing
there's
me?
there's no one else here. I guess I'll jump off.
I'm being sincere, you dummy. I'm sorry I disrespected my alma mater to you via text message. And I am sorry that hurt your feelings.
The Salomon Group is a French sports equipment manufacturing company based in France. It was founded in 1947 by François Salomon in the heart of the French
This
Alps.
content sucks. This sucks.
It's a
Just
major
switch.
brand in outdoor sports equipment.
Switch.
You're just reading from Wikipedia right now.
Its sister brands are Wilson, Atomic, Sports Tracker, Arc'teryx. I mean, those are
We've
some
never heard of
high-level
half of those.
brands. You've never heard of Arc'teryx?
I've heard of
What?
Arc'teryx.
Get
Like
out
all these.
from under a rock.
Hey,
Are you serious?
that's blend of the upper middle class. Wish they were hiker.
All right. Well, hey, Landon, I do have something that we do owe Hayes an apology on.
That's a
I
funny
talked
joke.
to somebody in Haley's family works for I guess it's a conglomerate of shoe manufacturers, and I asked him, tell me the truth. I've never heard this called this before, but is it Teva or Teva? And he said it's called Teva. And I was heartbroken for a second that Hayes was right, but Hayes, you're right. It's called Teva,
Thank you.
but it's not called Saucony. He confirmed that as well.
Typically, I would say eat crap and die slow.
Typically,
It's a new year, new me. And what
That's
I'm
the
gonna
biggest joke
say,
of the day right there.
what I'm gonna say is that these Solomons that we spent now 7 or 8 minutes talking about are $200 retail, which is far more than what you pay for an Air Max 97,
$20 more.
maybe
So
30.
not that much more.
Either which way, why did we spend that much time talking about this? Because it's that bad of a time in this topic. Sucks.
you were just a Debbie Downer.
No, you missed me trying to apologize sincerely on live TV to
I
Landon.
missed it, yeah.
And I was just he was just like I was
missed it
talking
too,
to a
'cause it
brick
never
wall.
happened.
It was like I apologized to my pair of pants. That's what it was like. It was just like that. It's like I took my pants off and hung it on my computer screen and I said, I'm sorry I made you look ugly today.
All right. Let's just get outside the box because this isn't going anywhere. We're only halfway through this episode and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Landon, I want you to give your best monologue when I show this next slide. And when I show it, I'll give you 5 seconds and I'll explain to our listeners what we're viewing right now. So here we go.
Oh,
We're looking at a picture of a red brick wall in gold letters and an orange outline of those gold letters. It says, a light blue outline of those gold letters. Not, what am I thinking? I'm colorblind. It says Arnold's. And we got the news recently that Arnold's just closed down this past weekend. So Landon, I know you probably would do this best. So give us your monologue for Arnold's.
This is
Country
pain.
Kitchen.
This is pain. This is Nashville history. Arnold's classic meat and three. I mean, a family that is etched in the history books of Nashville cuisine. I think the silver lining is they interviewed the owners, and they said they will be back. They do not know what that looks like, but shout out to them. They were very upfront and said, we've done this for over 40 years and we're tired and we just need a break. And it's a family affair. Everyone in the kitchen, from the kitchen to the, from the front, taking checks. It's all family. It's a family affair. They actually worked and consulted with Rooted a couple of years ago and came up with a new business model called Arnold's After Dark and started selling liquor, and it kind of had a bar feel at night. So they extended their hours, and then COVID hit, and I think that took a big hit. And so, they closed their doors. They served their last meal Saturday night, and just shout out Arnold's. I think this is just, I know the growth of Nashville has definitely impacted, with property taxes. I mean, I'm sure that went into it because they're in a prime location on 8th Avenue. But shout out Arnold's, the owners, amazing people, incredible food, and here's to them returning very soon to Nashville.
Well said. Very well said. You will probably not like this according to some of your previous quotes, Landon, but they are targeting a Williamson County location. So you are going to have to venture into your least favorite county in the world.
They will fail because no one in Williamson County will appreciate Arnold's. All they want to do is go to Chewy's and go to Las Palmas wearing their On Clouds and just, that's all I can say about that.
Hayes,
I feel like it would do good. I think
they didn't say they were going to go to
Nolensville
County. They said the quote was, "We're paying $80,000 for property taxes here in downtown when we could go to Brentwood for 10." And that's a true statement. But you know where else they could go? They could go on Nolensville Road and kill it. That's where I think they'll land.
They could just come straight to Nolensville.
That's what I was thinking.
Perfect. Right. Martin's, Arnold's, and Outlanders. I could eat that 4 times a week.
Nolensville is just a worse mutation of Williamson County, but we won't get into that.
You are ridiculous.
I don't know.
What is into you? Anyways, with that sad news of Arnold's leaving, we did get some good news. Just, I think today.
Did Hayes leave the podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
We've got something coming to Middle Tennessee, and that is, you'll have to figure out where this lands on your top 5 burgers, because In-N-Out Burger is going to make the jump.
Yeah, we just got Whataburger. We don't need In-N-Out. Screw that.
Five Guys is better.
Oh, Five Guys is the worst of those 3 by far.
What?
Oh, 100%.
How?
Do you want a little patty with your grease? Good gosh, the grease in that burger is ridiculous.
Honestly, the burgers aren't that bad. This sounds really weird because I think it's meant from a place of kindness, but good grief. Why do they serve you so many freaking fries? And why is it so much? It's so much just to get a large, just to get a regular. It's more than what I want to eat. And then I feel wasteful throwing away half a bag of fries.
I couldn't tell you the last time I went to Five Guys. Not for me.
I did a week ago.
Landon, is that if you had Five Guys, In-N-Out for
Babies.
Whataburger?
Hugh Babies.
Babies.
Above
Hugh
all.
Babies.
I like Hugh Babies. Well, we
Agreed.
have Martin's right beside us, so it's the same thing. So we just get their burger, but very good. I feel like I guess that is fast food.
It's
Okay,
fast
but
casual.
Five Guys, In-N-Out, Whataburger. What's your ranking, Landon?
Five Guys, Whataburger, In-N-Out doesn't even make it on the list. I'll just have a blank spot on the 3.
Would you go Jack in the Box before In-N-Out?
100%. I actually love Jack in the Box.
I don't mind Jack in the Box. I'm not hating on Jack in the Box.
Yeah, so that's my Five Guys, Whataburger, Jack in the Box.
That's ridiculous.
What a burger,
so overhyped.
Five Guys, Jack in the Box.
Have you guys ever eaten at In-N-Out? I don't
this
think you
is
have.
Sonic. It's basically
Yeah, in
Sonic.
Texas.
It's not Sonic.
It feels
It is.
Sonic.
That is the cleanest burger.
It's
That
overpriced Sonic.
and Shake Shack are the two
Clean?
burgers.
What kind of go eat a veggie burger? What? I'm not going to get a burger to eat healthy.
I can
give
eat.
me the grease.
10 In-N-Out burgers because they're so much
I don't
better.
want to eat that many. I just would like one really delicious burger, and so I go to Five Guys.
No, that is completely wrong. In-N-Out is above all the others, and it's not even close. Actually, Whataburger is close. I would say that. Whataburger's got a good burger. They're very different, very good burgers.
Whataburger's breakfast is
I've never
To
had their
die
breakfast.
for. oh my
Jack in the Box
gosh.
breakfast primo. Their croissant sandwiches so good.
Jack in the Box. The best thing about Jack in the Box is their commercials. Well, back in the day it was. They don't have commercials now, I don't think.
Their
but-
shakes so good.
Whataburger chicken biscuit, chicken honey butter biscuit. I would put that up against any breakfast item in the country.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I don't know where to go with that. That's strong. I'll have to try that.
It's amazing.
All right. Any other fast food shout outs you guys want to give?
No, look how desperate we are.
I know.
Hey, well, listen. Tell it. You
I
went
guess
to.
I'm the only one that was excited about In-N-Out.
Did you
Yep, go
go
ahead.
and thrift? Did you go and thrift some stores and sell some stuff?
I actually sold stuff that I already had. I
No, that's
still
what I'm
haven't
saying.
been
You sold a
thrifting
bunch
that
of
much,
stuff?
but yeah, I sold a
What
bunch
all
of
did you
stuff.
sell?
I went to Madelo Clothing. Landon talked about it on the podcast a few weeks ago. They're right across from Belmont. Really,
Boo.
he's booing Belmont, not Madelo.
Boo.
Really,
I'm booing Madelo too because they just
Oh,
liked
wow.
my message when I asked them to come on and didn't respond. And apparently
Well,
you got them to.
yeah, I
on.
messaged the guy that I talked to. His name was Luke, and Luke said he will be happy to come on one of the next 2 episodes. So we'll have that coming up soon. But yeah, went in there, store super clean, super minimal, I guess you would say is the vibe. Not a lot of racks, not a ton of stuff flooding the floor or anything. A lot of dope. They have a lot of shoes. Mainly they're looking at Dunks and Jordan 1s. They don't have the variety that a Music City Vintage has. And he told me that, like, he was like, look, this is like, we're right across from Belmont. Like, this is what we get in. They, I think, go out and specifically source shoes from like a reseller type business
And
model.
I got some bad news. Y'all remember the guy that Jenny said backed out on her on that big event that they were trying to do? That's the main guy that sources their shoes.
Oh, the main guy not one of them though.
It's not one of
Gotcha.
them, no.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Huh.
So,
Okay.
are they the ones that are cleaning out all the 8th Avenue Goodwill and there's crap in there now? I bet they are.
They don't have many
Are you
clothes.
Are you
Not
talking
that
about
many clothes.
the Goodwill? You're not talking about the outlet,
I'm
the
talking about
third
the
world.
outlet.
Oh, you're talking about the third world Goodwill? I think there's just a really high volume of all people in there.
Okay, because I
All
was
the
there
time.
today and I didn't even buy anything.
You went to the blue bins or you went
No,
to the
no, the
regular
blue
store?
bins were freaking packed. So I just
That's
went
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
store.
Oh, okay. The
and then-
store
There's nothing.
it's pretty iffy for me every time I'm over there. So yeah, that one's close there. I also went into a store, Throwback Thursday, that Landon mentioned. Went in a couple weeks ago.
Was it dope?
They-
I mean, I saw it. It's right across
It
from
was
Goodwill.
cool. It was cool. You walk in, instantly smelled like a bag of weed. Not my type of thing, but I guess if that's what you're into, that's fine. I mean, I'm
Dang.
not against it, but it's just not my thing. But yeah, right when you walk in the door, the guy came out. He was really nice, really friendly. I think his name was Alex. Great guy. Talked to him a little bit about their store, how long they've been there. yeah, it was cool. I did message them to try to sell them stuff. Overall, the process was a little difficult. They wanted me to send pictures of everything that I was going to bring in. And so I was just like, and then they were also only doing store credit. So I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, just bring it in and we'll work something out. I was like, no, I know you guys are only going to give me store credit and I don't want anything. I got enough junk. So Maidlow though was great. I know all the stores do store credit for a period of time only. So,
Man,
not
we're on
not
a
shooting them down for
we're
that.
on a long stretch of store credit / not buying. Like I check
Yep.
Red Rose, Music City Vintage, like all the places they'll post every day. So I think it shows the market is slow right now. I think people are sitting on a lot of inventory, and people are just not paying. Either the prices are too high, or I don't know. It's weird, but I've noticed that over the past probably month and a half that they're not buying. They're doing trades, and some days they're not buying at all. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I went to a place in Donaldson that's called Ugly Duck Vintage.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like all these places, and it's small, it's quaint, it's nice, it's not bad. But they actually have specific people that are going out and hunting and finding, and they're not buying. So they've got a guy who does all their shoes too, and then they have a person that goes to hunt for their clothes, and so they don't buy anything.
That just kills the community. That like I appreciate like that's their business model, but I don't think it creates camaraderie and commitment to the brand, right? They're just
That's
kinda
why,
like,
man.
we got this.
Let's be real. It's just like our conversation about In-N-Out Burger. It's Music City Vintage and everybody else
Yeah.
for multiple reasons. It's the community. It's the homies. It's they buy my stuff. It's all of it.
They're the day ones, right? They establish the market, and so that's who we look to.
Well, bullets and mullets, but they were ahead of their time. So
That's true.
Right,
That means we
right.
were ahead of the time. How about
Yeah,
that?
we could have been the premier vintage resale store in Nashville. Y'all
Could
realize
have.
that? We were
We were on the
beyond
cusp.
times. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know about that. And Music City Vintage had the community back from the flea market days. There's so many people I talk to. If I go in there, anywhere else, they're like, "Oh yeah, I would go to the flea market for Music City Vintage back when they were like Music City Heat and whatever else it was." It's like, yep, we had a spot by them one time.
Dude,
Trade
I didn't
associate.
think about this till you just said this, Landon. I know you're not talking to me. Well, okay. Do you remember when Jenny made me I think I ended up doing it, dry cleaning every single thing that I gave to her, and I had to pay to get it all dry cleaned. And it just so happened her husband was the dry cleaner, and it was like freaking expensive. I can't believe I did that. And then the next time I said, "No, I got somebody that'll do it," and I just like watched a YouTube video of how to dry clean, and I did it myself in my garage.
Jenny
I
was
mean-
suspect. Jenny was
Bro.
suspect.
All right. Oh, what else was it? Oh, sorry. We got off on a tangent on all the stores in Nashville, but
Wait,
yeah,
her name wasn't Jenny.
her name was.
Oh no,
Soyeon.
Soyeon.
sorry,
yeah.
Jenny.
Throwing
Shout out to
under the
Jenny.
bus.
We got off on a tangent, but yeah, Maidlow went in. Luke took care of me. I think I sold it was like 8 to 10 hats and shirts for $115. So pretty good return for me on those. And then I sold the military blacks for $300.
Dang.
Could have gotten more. I'll admit that. He admitted that too. He was like, look, we just don't have a huge market for fours and we have a ton of shoes right now. So this is what I can give you. And ultimately it was like, they're the only people buying today. So I want to get rid of them. So I thought it was a good deal. They're so volatile right now on StockX that you can't really tell. But yeah, I was pleased. Needless to say, I messaged him after, invited him on the pod, and we'll have him in one of the next 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm gonna drop this idea to our listeners.
Okay.
But
All of them
we
that
were
are
talking
listening.
about, we got to get all these people together in one podcast, like to talk
Episode
about.
100.
It'd be incredible.
We can have 6
all these
people
business owners.
on at a time. But we do need to
mean-
bring the community together for sure.
Somebody's got to do it. Nobody's doing it. That's why
Yeah.
Arnold's going out of business. We're not bringing the community together. Just letting it disappear.
No, I thought it was really cool. Well, you know what? We'll talk about it next week when Luke is on. He had some really cool. We had a brief conversation because I was on my lunch break, but yeah, we'll get into that next week. It'll be a great episode, or the week after. So, all right, we're at 45 minutes. Anything else? I'm not pushing this one to an hour. We're not. If we don't have anything, we're just gonna peace out.
This piece.
Oh, actually, we do need one more thing. Somebody's got to have a more than sneakers moment of the week.
Let's go. Shout out Southwest Airlines. Ruined my Christmas trip. Came back in the clutch. Gave me 25,000 points for my use wherever I want to go. And then refunded. I'd used travel voucher for some of the flight. And it was want to get away. So none of that was supposed to be refundable. They refunded all of my money, 100%, even the travel voucher that I used, and went back to my credit card. So shout out to Southwest. I know I had friends that had just a nightmare of experience, but I played the game and I played it dang well. I saw the storm coming. I canceled our flight, and so it wasn't even their fault. But since we were within that window of when everything blew up, I got to submit the refund request. And so I think now my game plan is every Christmas I'm just going to book a flight to Chicago during Christmas and hope for the worst.
Wow.
Okay.
How's that more than sneakers?
I had nothing to do with sneakers, but it was
free
more than
shout-out?
sneakers.
More than sneakers. Okay, got it. I'll give the exact inverse shout out to Spirit, who I had to cancel because of coronavirus, and they took my
Recently?
vouchers in October. I had a trip, got canceled because I was sick, or somebody in my family was sick, and I didn't read the fine print, and it said you have to book by the end of the year, and they're not going to give me my money back, and so now I'm out $1,200.
Spirit is like the T-Mobile of airlines. You should have
Spirit
known
is
better
terrible.
to mess around with that.
I mean, it was cheap, so I understand, and at the same time, they've lost a customer, so I won't do that with them again.
Yeah, that's more.
And
than
I'll
fair.
tell everybody to avoid it. It's not worth the trade-off of the money.
Yeah, flights
I
are
think Spirit.
a buttload of money right now. Not fun. All right.
Let's see if we can get 4 or 5 people on here for episode 100. Let's do it. Let's pull every string we
So-
have. 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks to come up with a lineup of people that can come on
Okay.
and have a think
all right.
tank.
Well, then I will message Luke and tell him he's going to be on episode 99. And then he
Yep.
can come back for 100 if he wants to.
I'm gonna come back for 100. Oh, honey.
All right.
All right.
I think we're good.
I think we're
That's
good.
58
Yeah,
minutes.
that's
48 minutes.
Somehow we stretched that out with
Yeah.
Solomon. Landon, can we
Nice.
make up?
It's pretty incredible that we almost went an hour with just 2 people on the pod.
Can we please make up, Landon?
I think
I'm trying to
the
extend
way-
the olive branch.
Landon, this is how, as a team, Still Drippin', we are trying to bring the Nashville community together,
Mhm.
and we can't do that until you and Hayes make
No,
up.
no, it's just
and
me.
kiss.
Like it's just him. I'm ready to kiss. I could kiss tomorrow.
So before
Look,
we
here's
have
the
episode
story.
100,
Let
we
me
had to
just
have-
let me just air
we had to-
the dirty laundry real
All
quick.
right.
I was disrespectful to my alma mater and their basketball program, and I'm sorry that offended you, Landon. I really did.
Say their
Didn't
name.
mean to.
Say the
Lipscomb
name.
University. Go Bisons. Lippy. I'll say anything you want me to. I didn't mean it personally, and I voiced my opinion, and I'm sorry.
That's
Will you
fine.
forgive me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I wanted to remove myself from the screen
great.
so you
That's
guys
beautiful.
could have that.
Do you want to kiss
Um,
now? It's live.
Oh gosh. It's
Pray for Meg that she has to look at that.
Oh. All right. Well, this has been a great podcast. Great question mark podcast.
It's been a podcast.
It's been a podcast. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I think we got some artwork we can put on for this. I think we're going to name this Big Bubbles. Big Bubbles. You like that one? You know, Air Max, Big Bubble.
Sure.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
That's what Nike calls it. We can call it Big Bubbles. Big Bubbles and Big Kisses from Hayes to Landon. All right. Thank you guys for listening to the Still Drippin' Happy Hour. This has been a long one, a slow one, just like the last three have, because there is no news in this arena. But you know what?
Oh, shoot. You're looking at a fantasy football champion. Let's go. Give me my flowers. Came out of
All right.
retirement after 5 years and won the league. Let's go.
How much did you win?
I have no idea. It was a $25 pot, 10-person league.
Dang.
First, second, and third, I think gets
Split
something. I think third gets their money back. Second gets like $50. So I came up pretty nice. So Justin Jefferson was my first draft pick. I finished with Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, and Keenan Allen. How the heck I did that, I don't know, but it's incredible in a PPR league. Love it.
Very nice. Congratulations, Landon.
Great job.
Congratulations.
Proud of you.
You deserve it. All
You worked
those
so
hard months.
Of clicking
Oh,
your
shout out
finger,
Landry.
Wiping.
Credit to Landry. He was my guide through it all. He was my sounding board. He's too humble to admit it, but he did a lot to help me get to that
The
point.
payback is real. Look, that's full circle. You helped him with shoes. He helps you with football. He has a football
Karma.
podcast. You have a shoe podcast. Wow. What goes around comes around, people. That is
Amen,
my
brother.
lesson that I've learned today. And reconciliation is a beautiful thing. And we got to see that tonight on the podcast. And so that
Is
is
that
what
a
I
Supreme
learned.
camo beanie?
It is.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Hey, at least he's talking to you. Anyways, Hayes, what did you learn today?
You know what? Just humility, and sometimes you got to take the high road, and you got to do what's right for the whole team to move the ball down the field. And I'm not so self-absorbed that I can't admit when I'm wrong and when I've hurt someone. And if somebody out there is listening and you've got a loved one that you've hurt for whatever reason out there, then just own it and get over it.
Beautiful. Landon, do you have I feel like it's going to be a rebuttal, but what did you learn today?
I learned that grudges are fun. Hold them till your grave.
Was the Solomon thing, was for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought
You know I love the
It's set up.
outdoors. I love water sports.
I did not send that to Landon at all. I just put that on the slides myself.
wow.
I just thought he would be a good person to talk about it. They're an up and coming. They're better than On Clouds.
They're established.
They're better than Hoka's.
Oh, so much better. The
Oh my
fact that you
gosh.
put Hoka
Okay, just play
in the
music.
same sentence as Solomon, that's disrespect. That's fine. I don't expect any.
Do you
any
want
more
an
from you.
apology for that now? Are you hurt?
We'll see.
All right. Thank you for listening. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube at StillDrippinTN. You can find us on eBay there as well. Go check us out. A lot of my eBay stuff is not up to date now because all of my selling this past week. But anyways,
Shout
have a
out
good
to-
week.
No, hold up. I got a bone to pick with the IRS. You know how they were supposed to like take the threshold? Have we already talked about this? You already
Yeah,
talked
the
about this.
threshold down
From 20, 15,000, whatever, how much to 600. And then apparently they said, LOL, never mind. I've been holding on to so many pairs of shoes because I didn't want to hit that threshold. And now we're in a new year, and now they're probably going to enact it. And now I'm stuck with all these shoes. It's a government for you.
Classic.
Hey, just free tip. Madelo just Venmos you. No
Oh,
questions
sick. That's
asked. It's just a
fire.
Venmo. No
Hey,
signing a piece of
They're starting
paper.
to crack down on that too, though. You're
Just
going to
a
get a
Venmo.
1099 from that.
No, it's
Ridiculous.
under $600.
I'm canceling all
Yes.
my bank accounts. I'm sitting on cash. Withdrawing
Bitcoin.
everything.
Put it all
Cash
into
only.
Dogecoin.
Hey, we almost extended this to an hour. Look at that.
We
10
did.
minutes later.
Thanks to
10 minutes after
fantasy
you
football.
If you've gotten
What'd
this
you
far, I'm
learn?
sorry.
All right. We love you all. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Ours.
Bubbles. Bubbles. Sweet embrace. This landed space to the race. He's not racist. He's the best man I know. Bison. Pricing. Split you like Kevin Dyson. I'm catching the turnovers. I'm getting turnovers. Apple turnovers. All kinds of turnovers. Blueberry. Give me some apple pie. I'm apple fly. Can't deny. Got the bubble kissing. I kiss him bubbles. I kiss him every day. I kiss Landon through the speaker. I kiss him through my phone. I kiss him through the phone. I test it to the phone. I'm all alone. Home alone. Macaulay Culkin. I'm caulking up a bathtub. Fixing it up.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace. That was probably one of your best freestyles.
That was one of the best ones for sure.